CCX Sports presents coverage of high school volleyball. Tonight, a non-conference matchup between the Maple Grove Crimson and the St. Michael-Albertville Knights. From St. Michael-Albertville High School, John Jacobson along with Spring Lake Park head coach Joy Johnston. And Joy, we're getting late in the regular season here, a week to go. And if you're a coach or you're a player, you want to get your game in top shape to get ready for sections in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you definitely do. You're trying to just fine-tune everything right now. You know, you probably kind of know where you're going to fall in your section, and so you're working to really prep your team for what that team is going to bring against you.
Maple Grove comes in 18-8 on the season, and STMA 14-7. Both of these teams playing here in the STMA tournament over the weekend, and each team winning a couple and losing a couple. Both teams going 3-2 actually. So they got each other in that tournament atmosphere, although did not face each other. And this is the first time and only time they'll play each other here in 2023. So when you go against a team that you haven't played before, but maybe kind of have seen, what's the strategy, or do you just worry about your own side?
Well, you know, I'm sure Maple Grove is well aware that St. Michael-Albertville has some really efficient hitters on their pins on the other side, in their middle. They're doing extremely well on that end. They've battled really well. They've battled some big teams. Rogers being a conference team of ours that they beat this past weekend. You know, they're sitting at the top of their section. Maple Grove has got to be aware of that. It's got to be ready for that. So I assume big defense, being ready to read and really make sure they understand where those hitters are going.
The Crimson down a couple of regulars tonight. We'll talk about that as we get underway with the match. But let's look at our key players this evening. Starting with Maple Grove, Audrey Waterman is a veteran player of this program. She's their primary setter, but can also hit depending on if they're running a 6-2 or a 5-1. Nice to have that kind of versatile player that can do both things, right?
Yeah, it's super nice, especially with your setter, because if she has to take a ball or she wants to dump a ball on two, she's already in there and ready to go. She touches almost, you know, a ball in every single play, which is huge to have that consistency within your team.
And for the Knights, Kendra Behrens, player that leads the team in kills and digs, so it tells you she can defend as well as attack and hit the ball away.
Yeah, well, and having a solid 6-row player is huge. Having the ball control, then being able to terminate it as well. You know, she's in that 300 range for hitting percentage, which is pretty high, and she's leading the team.
Each team with other big matches coming up before the end of the regular season, but a good test for each of these clubs tonight as they get set for section play in 2 weeks. We'll start it out with set one. Maple Grove STMA Volleyball live next on CCX. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Back at St. Michael-Albertville High School, John Jacobson and Joy Johnston. Maple Grove and STMA tonight on CCX. Thanks for joining us for our coverage tonight. We have one regular season volleyball match left on CCX. That comes up on Tuesday night when Hopkins takes on Armstrong, and then I mentioned section play coming up in just a couple of weeks. It's always a fun time of year for us as we get into the playoffs for all of the fall sports. Starters being introduced for Maple Grove right now down on the floor. They are in white tonight. I mentioned they're down a couple of starters. Avery Quam, their really good freshman middle blocker, is homesick tonight. Hopefully watching CCX and resting.
Hopefully.
Or at least resting, at least, right? And their top hitter this year, Riley Orrock, was hurt here in the tournament over the weekend. It's kind of a strain in her elbow. They don't expect it to be serious in that she will be back in time for sections, but she's out tonight. You take out 2 really good players out of your rotation, it's going to make a difference. You need other players to step up.
Well, it makes a difference on just the hitting side, the termination side, and the scoring points, but then also the chemistry on the court, where now all of a sudden different people are in there that they haven't really been working with or like getting into a groove with. So that'll change a lot of things for them tonight.
Let's look at the starters for tonight's match. For Maple Grove, their starters tonight, Casey Schulte, Abby Boltice, who with Orrock out as their leading hitter as far as total kills on the season. Amelia Seward, Emily Woodbury, Ava Rell is the DS, Audrey Waterman the setter, and McKinley Hartle is the libero for the Crimson. And for STMA, it's Gabby Ehlers, Abby Hazelton, Kendra Behrens, Abby Conklin, Natalie Pilney, Kendall O'Connor, and Kian Johnson. The Friday and Saturday tournament, we talked about that here at STMA. The Knights going 3-2, and the Crimson as well going 3-2, facing different opponents. The tourney, no surprise, won by Wayzata, is now 25-0 on the season. They did not drop a set. They've only lost 4 sets all season.
Yeah, they're just rolling through, and being in their section, I expect them to roll through our section. They'll probably battle against Champlain Park again at the end, but they're just on a hot streak.
Waterman will serve to start our match tonight. Maple Grove in the whites, STMA on your right coming up in the blues. We get set for prep volleyball. Our second time here at STMA in the last week. We saw Wayzata sweep the Knights here last Tuesday. First attack to the middle, and they go to Behrens. We talked about in the pregame, and the junior puts it away.
Yeah, she's not only has a nice arm there, but she's tall. That helps a lot in the middle.
Natalie Pilney will rotate in, number 18. Johnson serving. All set by Waterman in the middle and tipped over. Knights pick it up. Swing picked up by Hartle. Maple Groves goes left side. Nice job back row. Handling by Hazelton. And they pounded from the right side. It's Kiefer with the kill.
It's a really nice swing here you see from behind. It's a hard ball to defend when it's going into that seam.
2-0. Johnson spins another serve. Waterman again to the middle, and this one hit wide. Looking for the spot, but unable to find it there was Seward, and it's 3-0 Knights. Waterman will go outside, and that one's down for a kill. Good set and put down by Schulte, just a freshman, and gets the kill here. So Crimson with their first point here in set 1. That one off the tape and down for an ace.
Dropped really nice, a little too early probably for what she really wanted, but it's always hard to pass a ball that takes the tape with it.
Bolt Ice puts her team within 1 at 3-2. It's one tight to the net. Maple Grove on the overpass and can't do anything with it. Well, it's tough when you get a break like that when the ball goes over and unable to handle it and get a point out of it. So instead it goes to the Knights.
Okay, so I think they're going to overturn that. The setter for St. Michael is actually back row and went up with that ball. The coach was indicating she was a back row, an illegal back row attack. I don't know if she actually touched the ball, but they're going to give Maple Grove the point.
So we're tied at 3. Volti serving. Outside left, they go to Pilney, who pounds it home. O'Connor the set and the kill. For Pilney, who leads the team in kills this season.
Yeah, just a really nice swing.
4-3 Knights. Back row handled by STMA. They go to keep her. Too strong here. Side out Maple Grove. We're tied at 4. Callie Reed into the lineup for Maple Grove. Excuse me, it's Emily Woodbury, 27, not 17. It's in. Block at the net on the swing from Hazelton. Middle roll, middle attack, and that drops for a point.
A little miscommunication there for St. Michael-Albertville. You know, it's an interesting play. They have the libero and middle back. Generally, your libero's left back, and then they take that second ball automatically. And so right here to see just miscommunication on who was going to go.
Multis with the kill, and Maple Grove with the lead at 5-4. Hard serve by Hartle. At the net, off hands, a kill for Pilney. Her second here in the first set.
It's just hard to defend when you're 6'2" and you can reach pretty high there. She went right over the block, and another nice kill for her.
5-5. Kiefer serves. Waterman, left side attack. Oh, got it down for a point. Knights thought that was going wide, and it's ruled in.
I think the upper ref has overruled, deciding, yeah, that was out. I think the line judge did a really good job of calling that, but it was a nice overturn by the upper ref.
Knights get the point, they lead it. Again, that's 6-5. Down the line, good pickup by Johnson. Waterman backside and a big attack on the kill.
And that's
tied at 6.
A great changeup by her. Schulte went right down the line, got dug by the libero, who was playing right down the line, got set again, found the seam instead, and moved it into the court for the kill. You'll see here, just moved it right in off to the middle back and wasn't prepared.
Jada Dahlheimer rotates in for STMA. At the net, little tip over, but Knights able to pick it up. Hazelton attacks and scores. (7-6). Pilney serves. Tight to the net, and Crimson able to get it across. Ball set all the way across, and off hands and down for a kill. Another attack from Hazelton. Three in a row here for the Knights. And that's too strong. 8-7. Side out to Maple Grove. Marta Haugen will serve. Right side swing. Good pickup. Hartle, but Maple Grove unable to get the ball into play from there.
That's too bad. That's a great dig. That's a big swing coming on the right side down the line, which is a really hard ball to dig. She had a great up, and the front row wasn't prepared to go pop that one over.
Netta Kloss rotates in for the first time tonight for the Knights, and she'll serve here. Regine leading by 2. Back row handled by Hartle. Ball set, and a pickup by Hartle in the back row, or excuse me, by Kloss. Hartle with a dig again for Maple Grove. Block. The right side this time, and Waterman with the kill. Got it off the block attempt and down for a point.
It's nice to see Maple Grove using different options, you know, going twice to the outside, getting, you know, dug or blocked, and then reversing it to the right side where you can actually get a kill. And it's nice to see them changing it up on their side and trying to make St. Michael-Albertville play something different.
Right side swinging down for a kill. Nicely done. Great pass, set, and then the kill for Gabby Ehlers.
See it again here. It's just really hard to defend. That's a fast arm. And again, they just keep attacking the seams there. You saw her go between the middle back and the right back defenders.
O'Connor floats the serve. A side attack handled by STMA. Tip. Get a ball handling error whistled against the Knights. 10-9. Exchanging points here. Waterman serving. Ball set to the middle. Ooh. Great pickup by Hartle. And then over by Schulte. And attack from the right side that goes off the basket, but still in play. Great rally here. And pushed across. At the net, a block by Maple Grove, but got it out wide. Really good play on both sides of the net. STMA gets the point.
Yeah, great defense by Maple Grove, but you see here that the Knights just keep attacking. They just keep coming in hard, swinging big. Right there, it's a big swing off the block.
Waterman back to Boltice for the kill. Abby Boltice along with Audrey Waterman and Annika Olsen, the captains this year for Crimson Volleyball. They're back to within 11-10. Boltice serving. Johnson with the pass. Offside swing and the kill for Pilney. 6'2" senior middle. Puts her team ahead by 2 again. One of 4 captains for STMA this year. Tough ball to play, but Crimson get it across. Hazelton.
That's a statement swing right there. That's what we say, see floor, hit floor, and she went in right to the ball, swung fast. Really nice swing by her.
3rd kill for her in the match. She's 3rd on the team in kills behind Behrens and Pilney, who are tied for 1st. Hazelton will swing again, off hands and down, and she'll get another kill. And the Knights now their biggest lead at 14-10. Behrens back to serve for the Knights. And drops it in for an ace. And Maple Grove will take timeout. Haugen just a little late to that ball, and it fell in front of her, and now STMA leads by 5.
Yeah, they've been attacking her lately. She's the front row hitter right now, and so going after her, making her try to pass the ball first, and the last 2, one was, tight that the setter could get to. The next one was like too tight, and then, that one dropped right in front of her. So if she can make an adjustment, which is huge, that would keep them in the play initially. I just think right now the Knights are just going so hard and fast on offense that it's really hard to keep up with it at the moment. Right now we're at that mid-game point where for the Knights, they want to just run away with it and push ahead, and Maple Grove right now is going to have to really dig in, defend, read the hitters, and fight back for 1 point at a time.
Tammy Cornelis, 5th year head coach at STMA, and Jamison Gray now in his 4th season at Maple Grove as head coach, but has been with the program longer than that. So all these players in this program have played for these coaches here for a number of years. So you know what systems you're playing, what to expect from your coaches, and that always makes it easier, I think, for a player.
Yes,
and for the coaches, too, when they're familiar with who they've got coming back each year. And good defense by Maple Grove. A couple of blocks at the net. The Knights able to respond each time, and this swing is long. Maple Grove did its best there to put that ball away, and Knights were ready. A couple of great blocks, and finally Maple Grove makes the hitting error. Quick set by Waterman to the middle and across and down for a point. Seward with the kill. She'll rotate out now, and Woodbury back in for the Crimson. Hartle the serve. 16-11, Maple Grove getting the side out with a trail by 5 here in set 1. Coming in 18-8 on the season. Ball to the middle gets blocked by the Crimson. The right side, off some hands and down. Attack from Kiefer. Gets the kill. She'll come out. Dahlheimer back in along with Ella Morstead, number 26. And that's Dahlheimer who will serve. Waterman goes across. Block on that left side. Left side. Hazelton
Nice.
gets blocked this time. Nicely done by Casey Schulte.
That was good reading on Maple Grove's part of finding the hitter, staying on her, getting pressed over, and just being big and solid.
Schulte out, Olsen in for Maple Grove. Olsen to serve. Back set, hit across by Pilney. Right side, a little touch over on there by Waterman. Hartle digs it up. Set by Olsen across in the kill for Maple Grove, put away by Haugen.
That was a nice swing by her. You know, she had a couple go long earlier, taking some big swings, still taking a big swing, and just cut that one in front of the 10-foot line to get that kill.
Tapped over by STMA. Hartle to Waterman, got blocked by Hazelton. Crimson keep it alive. Another good swing from Haugen. Baldwin middle, pushed across by Norstad. Haugen again, pounds it home. Down the line. Maple Grove getting on a little roll here at 17-14.
Well, you definitely just saw the benefit of having Waterman in the front row, which is the first time we're seeing her in there, where she had to take the second ball, but as a setter, she could give a nice delivery to Haugen on the outside, which really benefited them.
Olsen serving. Back set, swing, picked up back row by Boltice. Over by Haugen, too strong here. Sign out for STMA. Lead back to 4 at 18-14. Ehlers rotates in. Pilney serves. Outside, Haugen. Good pick up by Hazelton. They'll go back to her. Tips it over. Handle the front row. To the middle. Boltice. Good pick up by STMA. Well, a little center dump try by Olsen. STMA ready for it. And this one in. And a kill for Hazelton.
That's the wrong ball to not follow to the line, knowing that all game they've been hitting the seams, going and attacking the seams, and just to not follow that one is kind of a shame.
Pilney serving. And this one off of Haugen and out. And the Knights to 20. Lead it by 6. Pilney serves. Too strong. Service here. Side out, 20-15. Johnson back in at libero for the Knights. Haugen, too much. 21-15. Haugen out, Ava Rell in for Maple Grove. Koss rotates in and serves here for the Knights. Got a Boltice off hands and a kill for her.
That's a really smart swing. You know, that's a big block in front of you, and instead of trying to go around or through it, she just went high off the hands, and the Knights just couldn't respond to it and pick it up.
Boltice 171 kills coming into the match, second behind Orrock. Serve here for Callie Reed for Maple Grove. Back to Boltice again. Good pick up back row by Koss. Swing from Ehlers. Right side over by Waterman. And Ehlers a little late to react to that ball, and it drops in front of her. Point Maple Grove. Back to within 7, 21-17. Reed to serve. And that's off of Clausen. Now the little hesitation between Claus there and Johnson, who was going to handle it.
Yeah, a late call on that ball. You heard Claus call it, but it was just a little too delayed, and so they both went.
Crimson to within 3. Off Johnson, tight to the net, but it ends up okay for STMA. A little tap at the net and over for a point by Norstead. And Morstead will rotate out now, and O'Connor coming back in. But a big play there for the sophomore to get point 22.
Well, and there's a benefit, too. She's been setting, and that's the benefit of having a front row setter, is that she gets to go up with that ball and just push it over.
O'Connor serve. Handled by Haugen. Back set here by Olsen. And the kill for Waterman. Talked about Waterman's abilities of both a setter and a hitter. And gets the kill here in a role as hitter. And now will serve. Not a lot of room for error here for Maple Grove, though, as STMA at 22. To the middle. Oh, Barron's great pickup by Hartle, though. Boltice puts it away. Big point for Maple Grove.
Big dig there to start it off. That's what they need. They need to start getting those big digs because that fuels you, and to end it off with a great kill. Nice deep seam. It's a good play.
22-20. Connor outside. Attack, but Maple Grove able to handle it. Go to Boltice again. She's had some big hits here and gets another point. And Maple Grove back to within 1 at 22-21.
It's nice to see them to continue to battle. You know, they got a little hole there with their serve receive, but they've really been battling hard and earning their points.
Coach Cornelius decides to let it ride out here, see if her players can play themselves out of this, and they do get the attack from Kiefer and the point. Morgan Johnson in. Serves back row. Down the line.
I believe it was out on the antenna.
Out on Maple Grove on the swing, and now timeout. And it's 24-21 and set point coming up. Schulte had the right idea trying to go down the line there, but just off the antenna and missed.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Maple Grove's been battling really well. The last couple points, obviously, the Knights have kind of, I think, decided this is going to be done, and they've taken control a little bit, but it's nice to see Maple Grove responding. That's a good tone to set for the match, whether they take this set or not. To come back with some big defense and trying to take those big swings. Like you said, that's a great swing. Based on where the Knights are playing defense, sometimes they're leaving line open, sometimes they're not, and so they're obviously trying to take advantage of that on Maple Grove's offensive side. So I think if they can continue to see the court and try to place it where they're, not defending and try to find those seams, that'll benefit them throughout this match.
Set point here for the Knights at 24-21. And too strong. Still set point, but now it's 24-22.
That's what we like to call a coach's point for Jamison there, taking the timeout and kind of icing the server a little bit.
Boltice serving. Set left side. Boltice gets to the floor to get to that ball. Across, and the kill for Maple Grove. Put away by Haugen. It's 24-23.
And really good awareness by Schulte there to take that second ball because it came shooting right at her. It's always a gamble when you're not a setter and you set the ball, but it worked out.
Tice going for the tie. And she will get it. It's tied up at 24.
It's a great serve.
Timeout, STMA. So 3 in a row here for Maple Grove out of that last timeout. And now the Knights will have to regroup.
Well, they took advantage of that missed serve, and that's what you want every team to do. Doesn't always happen, but Maple Grove has definitely responded, took advantage of that, got that point, turned around and got the kill off of the shooting ball at your right side, and then a really aggressive serve there. And that just shows that your team is never giving up. They continue to battle because it's always 1 point at a time. It doesn't matter how you score the point, but if you score the point, you can just keep battling and digging 1 point at a time. And now here they sit, 24-24.
And for the Knights, what's the message delivered there, do you think?
I think just clean it up. They've been really controlled throughout the entire set. They've had great swings. So if they can get a really good pass right here and, send it out to the outside, they can take.
Well, instead, another ace
There's
for
where
both
it starts.
sides.
Yeah, it starts with that pass. That's what most teams struggle with, and you spend a lot of time on first contact. Serve, receive, defense, down balls, whatever it is. First contact is what's going to set it all up. And you see here, the Knights right now do not have their libero Johnson in the game.
Oh, too strong. Voltice going for the kill, and a little too much mustard on that, so we're tied at 25. Well, STMA can breathe a little bit now. 2 points needed to win. Barons, good serve, handled by Hartle. Tipped at the net, blocked by STMA. Maple Grove in scramble mode. Ball at the net again. This will be down for a Crimson point.
Just a lot of chaos going
There
on.
was a lot
really,
going on
really
at that
aggressive
point.
net play on both sides. So that's always great to see when you have these balls that are just barely going back and forth. But then just got too chaotic for the Knights to handle.
Seward gets credit for the kill. It's set point again for Maple Grove. Push deep. Ball back to the middle, still in play and knocked over. Great defense by Maple Grove, and that one just crawls over the net. The Knights stay alive for the moment, but then put away. Haugen, and Maple Grove rallies to win late. And they take set one here, 27-25.
If you look at chaos in that play before, it kind of just continued for the Knights there. It also continued for Maple Grove for a little bit there. They just kind of controlled it a bit more. And I always talk about finding the calm within the chaos because a lot can be going on. But if you're calm and you're aggressive and you're just continuing to keep going, Haugen went for the ball that was shooting towards the bleachers, came back in, got a nice setup, and then a nice little change up off speed and just rolled it in where the Knights just weren't prepared to even defend the next ball.
We'll take a break. We'll take a look at that last point as we go to break at the end of the first set. Maple Grove takes the first one here at St. Michael, 27-25. Crimson wins set one. Welcome back to St. Michael-Albertville High School. John Jacobson with Joy Johnston tonight on CCX. Maple Grove coming back from down 16-10 and 21-15 and then 24-21. And what a great job by Maple Grove. Didn't get rattled, Joy. He kind of chipped away, and you go down by 6 and pull back within a couple, and then 6 again. And then you got to fight off 3 set points there to continue this match and the set, and you end up winning it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a battle, and that's why this game is about momentum, and it's about 1 point at a time, and you just got to keep staying in the play and keep battling.
Underway here in set 2, and they go to Waterman, and Abby Waterman gets the first. Audrey Waterman gets the first point of set 2.
It's nice to see them starting with her in. I don't know if she's going back now to set. I'd like to see her stay in the front row because she obviously made a huge difference when she started staying in the first set.
Ball chased down by O'Connor and put away for a kill by Behrens. Tied up at 1. Into Behrens, 5'11" junior. Puts the ball in play, got it to Haugen. Over by Schulte, and this one off of Hazelton. And down for a point. I don't think that's the way she intended that ball to land, but got it in play.
Point's a point.
Yeah. Oh, what a good serve off the tape by Behrens. 3 in a row for STMA. Pushed across. Front row. Back row handled there by Rell. Swing by Schulte. Yeah, a side out point for Maple Grove. Rell out, Haugen back in for Maple Grove.
And you see the Knights here with a new libero in set 2. Kaylee Cox is in there.
Swing here, too strong. Tied at 3, Boltice to serve. Back row got it off of Cox. All tapped in the middle. Hartle up left side. And hammered in the middle, and a great dig by Boltice. This one's off hands and a point. Boltice with a terrific play on that swing from the middle. From Pilney, able to dig it up, and Maple Grove gets the point.
Yeah, that's the type of play you want to be able to terminate, and you see Maple Grove just stay calm and stay in it, and Haugen there taking a big swing.
And Schulte doing a nice job of off that dig to get the ball across to Haugen. A good dig there, a little dump try by Waterman, and then it ends up in a point for Maple Grove. So 4 straight here for the Crimson, and they go in front 5-3. Boltice serving. At Cox, ball in the middle, now left side. They pick up the hit from Hazelton and tipped over at the net. Point for Abby Conklin, 6'2" sophomore.
Well, and that was a great swing there by Hazelton because that's a very out-of-system ball that came way out to the outside for her and still just went up and took a big swing, which is what you want your outside hitters to do wherever they are on the court.
Dahlheimer serving for the tie at 5-4. Ball crossed by Waterman. Too strong on the swing from Haugen. And we're tied at 5. This one serves wide, and Maple Grove side out. Back in front. Hartle, the freshman libero, back to serve for the Crimson. Oh, big swing there from Hazelton. At the set from Morstead. And the kill.
Morstead's a very calm and composed setter for a sophomore. They obviously have a bright future in her.
Ehlers rotating back in for STMA. Right side swing put away. That's Schulte with the kill.
That's a great swing by her. Again, going down the line. This time it works for her. There's no one there to dig it, and so that's a great swing.
Crimson by 1. Oh, too tight to the net. Missed set there. 8-6, Maple Grove. Good float serve. Cox is right there to handle it. Back set. And that offhand, since a point for the Knights.
Hazelton does a really nice job for them, whether it's on the pin. Sometimes she's floating into the middle on the right side. She's really aggressive and takes some really smart swings.
Serve from Kloss. Hartle, Olsen across, left side swing. Point Maple Grove. Kill for Waterman. 9-7, Maple Grove trying to build on that first set win. Morstead across, and the kill from Behrens. O'Connor will come in along with Conklin for STMA. O'Connor back to serve. Front row, Olsen across the tape and down for a kill. Not textbook volleyball, but effective. Bull tights the kill. Right?
No, again, a point's a point.
Right,
Sometimes
absolutely.
they're not pretty points, but you still take them.
(10-8) with Reed in to serve. Too strong. Side out Knights. Woodbury in for Maple Grove. Serve from Ehlers, and that's an ace. Tied up at 10. Go at, well, and this will drop in for a point. Back to back for STMA.
Again, a really tight pass, and when you have a back row setter, it's really hard for them to do anything with that ball.
Go at Rell again, handles this one. Olsen, back set. Waterman missed hit on that ball.
That was a really smart shot. She took some speed off it, was trying to cut it and just put it right into the corner, almost on the other side of the net, and it was close, probably inches from actually working.
12-10. Knights by 2 now, and then give one back. Cox in for STMA. Schulte for Maple Grove. Off the Waterman serve, handled by Kloss. To the left side, Pilney gets blocked and down for a point. I think it was all Schulte, or was it Schulte and Seward? Look at it again.
Oh,
I don't
no.
even Seward.
Yeah,
The
it was
inside
all,
player there, yep.
all Seward. That was really nice. A nice close block by the middle.
Too tight, tapped over. Ball handling error on STMA. Point for the Crimson, and they've scored 3 in a row here. Retake the lead. Waterman goes at Koss, who handles that ball. Oh, block. Conklin with the attack.
It's another great block. Look how solid it is, and that's Seward then getting in there again. Just pressing, getting her hands over the net.
A couple of terrific blocks there by the senior. Back set by O'Connor attack, and that swing is wide. Maple Grove up by 3 now at 15-12. Timeout for the Knights. Maple Grove just seems to have continued that momentum from set 1, right? They got it rolling late in the first set, and it just made some good plays, and I think just taking STMA a little bit out of their game. The Knights with certainly more errors the last half of that last set in the first part of set 2 here.
Well, and if you can kind of take them out of system in what they're doing hitting, I mean, 2 big blocks right there is huge. That grows your confidence in your defense. That just drives a team. That's so much energy to get blocks, and that makes it harder on St. Michael now. We haven't really seen them do anything off speed, any tipping, but it'd be interesting to see now if they start changing that, if they start doing something that's a little bit more conservative instead of just all big swings, or if they just start now moving the ball around a little bit more. And then will Maple Grove move it around? You know, like it's a back and forth play, and Knights need to change something here. And if Maple Grove can just continue to stay steady and calm and keep working, it's going to continue hopefully to stay in their favor.
(15-12) as we come out of the timeout. Back set, and there we go. That's a good pass, great set, and the ball put away by Barons, 15-13.
When you saw her go back down the line into the seam between middle back and left back that time versus trying to go cross court where the block was. So that was a really smart play by her to not get blocked twice in a row.
Waterman back set, and Boltice gets blocked. Pilney and Hazelton were there. 2 in a row out of the timeout for the Knights, 15-14. Good float serve, handled by Rell. Back set, they go back to Boltice again. Connor, quick set. Oh, just didn't get her set didn't get that ball where she intended to. And it drops to the floor, side out Maple Grove.
That wasn't the prettiest set, obviously, and you could hear it in the gym of the ooh. Anytime there's a bad set, that's just like a verbal reaction.
Boltice. It's a serve. So Connor setting up Hazelton for the kill.
That's a great swing. She definitely went for the pin blocker's outside hand and took advantage of that to try to sneak it down the line because there wasn't a lot open.
Knights looking to tie it up as Dahlheimer serves at Hartle. Waterman got it left side to Haugen. Picked up by Hartle. Tag from the middle, and too much on that ball by Boltice. 16 all. Waterman back, right side, across by Schulte for the kill.
It's a great swing, nice high contact. It looked from our angle, it looked like she went above the block. But that's what you can do if you get a really nice high contact and placed it deep in the court.
Crimson up 1 at 17-16. Hartle serves, and I think they were going to let that go, and it went off of Hazelton and out.
Yeah, just another miscommunication on their part, and generally they've been really clean about that. You did see in this last one now they just shifted, but they had 4 passers back there, which the more people there are, the more confusing it gets on who's taking the ball.
To the middle, put her away on the swing from Pilney. Maple Grove got a hand on it, but that initial contact wasn't enough to get a good pass to set anything up. So, much needed point for the Knights. They're back to within 1 at 18-17. Good second set here tonight. Layout on that ball, but unable to get it up anywhere was Boltice. That'll go as an ace. And we're tied at 18. Pilney another ace. To the middle, Boltice across, handled back row. Swing from the middle here from Behrens. Maple Grove cross court, Haugen to the kill. Able to drop it in front.
Again, it's nice to see Maple Grove changing it up. They've scored on majority of their off-speed swings, and so I think if they keep swinging hard and then throw in some off-speed, it's going to benefit them.
No, ball too tight to the net. Maple Grove.
That's a little bit of the inexperience there of a sophomore setter that was trying her best to still give the ball to her hitter behind her, but you can't see, and it makes it harder.
Olsen serves. Morstead up and across and down for a point. That was a tough place to swing on that ball by Hazelton, but she did it.
Yeah, she's taken a lot of their out-of-system junk balls and just gets a really nice swing. She just gets her body around it and gets herself facing where she wants it to go.
Kloss, her team down by 1, serves. Big swing by Haugen, picked up by the Knights. Little tap at the net by Ehlers. Maple Grove ready for that. They go to the middle, and there's Behrens. They put it away, and we're tied at 20.
That was just a phenomenal swing there by Behrens. You know, it's interesting. She'll hit some outside, she hits some middle, and that one right there, a nice middle swing to the 10-foot line.
Boss floats a serve to Hartle. Olsen across, ball blocked in the net from the left side attack. Pushed over by Haugen. Maple Grove, then block in the middle. Outside swing by Ehlers, laid out, ball tipped, blocked in the net, but out. Good defense on both sides in the end. It's the Knights that get the point. And they've scored 3 in a row here to retake the lead at 21-20. Ball over, and Cox will put it back in play, and over for the Knights, and off Boltice's hands and down for a point. Timeout, Maple Grove. It's 22-20 FTMA. 4 straight points for St. Michael-Albertville.
That's a hard one. Here's another chaos play by the Knights, and then for Maple Grove to not take advantage of pretty much a free ball. A down ball becomes pretty much an easy free ball, or should be an easy free ball. And obviously not what they would have wanted to, right? It's nice to see the Knights. I think they've been really aware of tight balls to the net, balls that are coming right back over, and taking advantage of that and still staying aggressive. Like, they haven't lost that aggressiveness even when they've lost a few points, gotten blocked, gotten dug. They're still staying super aggressive. And they've got some big hitters in here. I mean, their rotations are super interesting to me, who obviously I coach, and so I love to see rotations. And sometimes in high school you have to take who you have and put them in the best positions possible. So you're seeing hitters over here hitting outside, middle, right side, and they're switching it up, and they're taking advantage of what they do best. And they're really, really taking some huge swings.
Cloth serves at 22-20 STMA. Olsen, back set, attack from Haugen. Much needed side out and point for Maple Grove. It's 22-21. Haugen will rotate back to serve. Ball picked up by Dahlheimer. Swing by Behrens and a great pickup by Hartle. Then she'll push it across. Oh, and a late run to the ball by Ehlers. Point, Maple Grove.
Again, another opportunity at a free ball. Granted, a very short one. That was a very strategic ball to send over, but the Knights not being able to take advantage of it.
Tied at 22. Haugen serves. Dahlheimer picks it up. Cox back to Dahlheimer. Olsen, back set, swing, good pickup by Cox. Pushed by Ehlers over. Olsen got a hand on that. Voltice gets blocked. Push back row, Cox picks that up. Ball to the middle, put away by Behrens. A lot going on in that play, and a solid point earned by STMA.
Well, it really started right there. You see Cox running into the corner to get that ball picked up, which can be really hard ball for middle back to go get, and then just taking care of business at the net.
23-22 Knights. Another close set here in set two. O'Connor serves. Olsen over, off hands and down. They're tied at 23. Kill delivered by Voltice. Virginia Schuler in for the first time tonight. No pressure, tied at 23 late in the second set. There was a good serve though, picked up by Cox. But too strong on the swing from Conklin. Set point, Maple Grove.
You see just a little confusion on the Crimson side of where she's going into play. She ran into right back. Nope, there's a setter there. She ran to left back, so worked out well that the Knights missed that.
A good serve, picked up by Kloss. STMA scrambling off the antenna on the hit by Conklin. And Maple Grove down 22-20, comes back, wins 5 of the final 6 points of set 2. And they win this one 25-23. And they're up 2-0.
I would say that's not what I was expecting. I haven't seen Maple Grove play a lot. I haven't seen the Knights play at all other than some film. But knowing Maple Grove, and I've known that they've been a little up and down.
And down two players tonight.
And down two key players, right? And so it's a little bit of a roller coaster, kind of expecting, not expecting the battle, especially the way the Knights came out. Really aggressive, really swinging big, playing big defense, getting big blocks. So it's fun to see. I don't know, it feels like they're the underdogs at the moment, and see them battling and see them responding to what the Knights are doing and making adjustments. And yeah, not expected right now at all.
Well, we're not done yet. We've got set 3 on the way. There's the final point of the second set. Maple Grove up 2-0 on St. Michael-Albertville. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. John Jacobson with Joy Johnston tonight at St. Michael-Albertville High School, where Maple Grove has come back in each of the first 2 sets to win and take a 2-0 set lead. Best of 5 tonight here at St. Michael-Albertville. Last time these two teams played early last season, and it was a sweep here for the Knights. Natalie Pilney, who's playing tonight, had 10 kills to lead the way for STMA. Again, these teams in the same conference but different sections. Maple Grove part of Section 5 4A, and STMA in 8 4A. Top seed in 8 4A will be Rogers. The Knights did just beat them, though, in their tournament over the weekend, and Wayzata will be the top seed in 5 4A. First point for set 3 goes to STMA. Naylor serving. Waterman across. Oh. A player into the net for Maple Grove. And it's quickly 2-0 Knights. Naylor's has an ace serve, and the first 3 points to STMA.
That was a great serve. It dropped really quick.
Back row, handled by the Crimson, and there's the swing from Schulte. Gets Maple Grove on the board.
That was a great swing.
5'10" freshman.
Yeah, I was just looking at her age. That's a great player to have for the next few years.
Boltice serving here for Maple Grove. Off the hands of Cox, Hasselton, and over. Crawled over for a point for Behrens. And Behrens back to serve. Her team up 4-1 here in set 3 as they look to come back from a 2-0 deficit. Good dig on that by Hasselton, and over. Kill for Kiefer. Had a couple of big kills early in the match in set 1. Haven't called her name much since. Gets this one, and it's 5-1. Behrens, too strong. A little wide. Side out from Maple Grove. Woodbury in. Replacing Seward for Maple Grove with Hartle serving. Back set, swing, and good block. That was Haugen that got up and blocked Kiefer.
That was another great closed block there, and right back at Kiefer.
Hartle serve. Up on Pilney. Here's Hovleton attacking. Never got over the net. Point for Maple Grove.
Contact of that one a little too low in the air.
Cox front row, O'Connor. They'll go to Kiefer again, spins it off hands, and this time, nope, we had a player in the net.
Kiefer was in the net after that swing. That was a great swing. I was going to say that was a much better adjustment going high hands.
And Maple Grove was rallied to tie it at 5. Serve from Hartle. Cox, O'Connor, quick set ball, hammered home by Pilney.
That's a great swing.
Yep.
And you saw she was actually back in serve receive. So she didn't take the ball, but for her to come up out of serve receive as a middle and have a great approach and just a really fast swing again. There's where you see a little bit of the adjustments in the Knights' rotations and where their coach has them playing in the position where she was back in serve receive.
Dahlheimer serving at 6-5. Ball tight to the net, and Maple Grove can't get it over. Double contact called. 7-5. Knights by 2. Waterman outside, tough ball. Point STMA.
Yeah, it was a tight set. It's really hard to do something with that when it's a tight set and the block is up and big and in front of you.
Knights have gotten the last 3 points, take an 8-5 lead. From the middle, attack from Boltice. Abigail Boltice, the senior. Just gets the side out, her team back to within 2. Monica Olsen in and will serve. Back set, put across. Pilney's hit was dug up though nicely and put over here by Waterman. From the middle, Pilney, too strong. Good defense for Maple Grove, and that was kind of the key they talked to us about before the match. We can play well on defense. Don't let balls hit the floor. We think our offense can compete with most teams.
Yeah, and they are right now. I mean, they didn't start out strong on defense, but they've really stepped it up since the beginning of the first set.
This one dropped over and across by Boltice. Great scramble there, but it only lasts for one play and then put away by Pilney.
But going back to the defensive side, those last 2 first contact digs were by Olsen, your setter, which is a huge thing. If you can get your setter taking digs, that really helps the team. Great swing there by the Knights.
Olsen left side, put over by Waterman. Left side, Hazelton with the attack.
Nice. Yes,
and
there you
good
go.
Swing, and there's the kill.
It's exactly what you were just saying that, Crimson was talking about. Play defense, take big swings. And right there you see a great dig, a great set, and then terminating the ball.
Marta Haugen the kill. She'll go back to serve. Her team up 2-0, trailing here in the third set, 9-8. Haugen spins it and serves. Cross to Conklin. Not contacted by Maple Grove. We're tied up at 9 rather. Cox. Morstead back set this time.
I think they're saying there was no touch on Maple Grove. Knights hit it into the tape and then out of bounds.
Crimson back in front, 10-9. Haugen serves strong and long.
She had a couple of those. Couple go a few feet deep.
Rell in for Maple Grove and Koss for STMA. Ball set outside and the cross, and there's the kill for Boltice.
That was a perfect pass there by Real. Exactly what you want. It's how you want to start, serve, receive every time.
Schuler in along with Seward for Maple Grove. Schuler going at Dahlheimer. Picks the ball up, back row. Go to Boltice off of Kloss. Cox can't get there. Point Maple Grove, 12-10 Crimson.
Another great swing there by Boltice. She's done a really nice job of changing it up. That was a really great high contact, taking advantage of a big block in front of her by going over them in deep.
Float serve off Cox and out.
It's always fun to have a primarily JV player coming in to serve for your varsity and get some digs, get some aces, make a really big impact on the team.
Yeah, gets an ace there. Timeout by the Knights. It's 13-10 Maple Grove. And we talked about right at the onset, well, how are the Crimson going to react? You get Riley Orrock, who leads the team in kills out. Avery Quam, who's been really good in the middle, defensively especially. Both out of the lineup tonight and didn't look great the first part of that first set. They come back and win that one. Rally again in set 2 and have come from behind here in set 3, and they're 12 points away from closing it out. Yeah,
it's like I said, after set 2, it was unexpected that they would be up 2-0 right now, and they've just done a really nice job of battling. You know, they're obviously trusting each other. They obviously trust what their coaches have done to put them in a situation to get out there and battle. I'm guessing a few of these girls are obviously stepping up and not playing the role they normally play, or maybe they aren't normally playing. But if you were walking in this gym right now and watching, you wouldn't have any idea. So they've done a really nice job. Now it's time for the Knights to have to respond and to dig their way out of this hole.
Schuler's serve, handled by Dahlheimer. Ball goes to Behrens. That got blocked. It'll back to Behrens again. Into the tape. Point Maple Grove. I always think it's big, too, when you come out of those timeouts, if you're the team leading, and you get that next point.
Yes, it's huge. It continues your momentum right away, especially when you have a serving specialist in there. The more points she can get, the better.
Another good serve by Schuler. Too strong on the hit by Ehlers. And now just some errors by STMA. I mean, take nothing away from Maple Grove serving really well here is Schuler, but STMA.
Yep. They're almost trying to do too much. Like they want to get out of it so bad that they're doing too much.
They'll get a break here on the service error by Schuler, but she does a nice job coming in. She'll rotate out. But Haver team briefly a 5-point lead, now a 4-point lead. She'll come out. Woodbury, the senior middle, in. O'Connor rotates in for STMA. She'll serve it here. Trying to get the Knights back. Trailing by 4. Needing this set to continue this match tonight. Ball to the middle and pushed across from the back row. Ehlers, good pick up there by Rell. Floated over by Waterman and out. Point Knights.
It's definitely close. It does look like it's out.
Yeah.
I think you can see the line.
Olsen now set to the middle. And great swing there in the point.
Seawart's an impressive middle for Maple Grove, a 5'8" senior. She had those 2 huge blocks in the second set, I believe it was. But that's impressive to be 5'8". You're making a huge impact in the middle on a game like this. That's really competitive.
Block from the middle by Schulte. STMA, good job to pick that ball up. Boltice off Cox, good pickup by her and over by O'Connor. Right side swing, and Schulte with some pace on that ball gets it in front of Cox and down for a point.
Man, I've been talking about the Knights' fast arms all night. That was a phenomenal swing. She's had a couple other good ones, but this one she really, really unloads on. Her body's behind the ball. Just a fast swing right down the line in front of Cox.
Right side, and he did get it over. Waterman, quick set to the middle, off some hands. Connor back to the middle, over by Behrens. Ball tipped at the net and finally hammered home by Behrens. It was a scrambling, wild play that STMA ends up winning.
A little more chaos. You can tell they're a little bit more stressed on their side because they're not winning and it's not going very smoothly for them.
Swing from the left side, missed by Schulte. So the Knights, a couple of big points in a row here. Down by 3 at 17-14. Waterman sets. Good swing this time, getting another try at it. Was Schulte, STMA able to pick it up and then put away in the middle by Pilney. And if STMA comes back to win this set, the last couple of points have been huge. And the balls that looked like Maple Grove would win, points that they would win. Instead, the Knights win, and they're back to within 2 at 17-15. Waterman outside. Schulte gets blocked this time by a keeper. Timeout, Maple Grove.
There you see Age with a little bit of determination of getting on the big hitter, putting hands right in front of her, turning it into the court, not letting her use them by hitting off of her out of bounds. That's a little bit of a leadership in saying, okay, we're going to be done with this. We're going to clean it up. We're going to take control right now. You would expect that now continuing, like you were just talking about that the Knights were down. Now they're coming back into it. They just have to keep battling. So it's kind of the flip side now of what Maple Grove did in sets 1 and 2. Now the Knights just have to keep battling 1 point at a time. If they can clean it up, it's a little chaotic, a little bit of scrambling. Sometimes they're not really sure who's going for the ball. Clean up the communication, get cleaner contacts. They'll be able to start unloading on balls a little bit more and should put them, back in that point-per-point situation.
And then Maple Grove was up 17-12, and the next point was back and forth, and it was one that the Knights won. If that goes the other way, Elson's 18-12.
The game could be over right now.
You're running out of road if you're STMA and Maple Grove's at 18. But instead, they win that point to get the next 3 as well. And now here we are at 17-16. Back into play now. Bull Tice, and now we are tied at 17.
What we talked about earlier, the Knights were making quite a few hitting errors. Now you see the same thing on the Maple Grove side of they're just trying to do a little too much and get those big swings when sometimes they seem to be a little bit smarter and put it in play.
Ayler serving. Picked up by Rell. Right side swing. Bull Tice off hands. Good pickup by O'Connor. Kiefer will push it over. Good job to scramble that ball. Schulte across. Kloss picked that up.
Nice.
Swing. Oh, what a great play by Rell to get to that ball in the back row. Schulte floats it over and down for a point. How big is that perhaps for Maple Grove?
That's
some really
huge.
Good defense.
Yes, that's a huge dig because it wasn't expected. Kiefer just went up to unload on this ball, and Rell just stood in her base and just waited, and it was a great conversion by Maple Grove.
Well, after 5 straight points for the Knights, Maple Grove gets the side out. They're up now 18-17. Tough serve. STMA scrambles but gets it across. Back set. Down the line and for a point. Waterman to Schulte for the kill.
Yeah, and that really looked like it was going out of bounds. You could see Cox was right on the sideline. She was going to let it go, and then her body was already there, and she couldn't get out of the way. Here you just see turning it down the line. Oh, yeah, that would have been out.
O'Connor back, Pilney over.
Nice.
Great layout by Hartle. Cox scrambles, gets that ball. Tight to the net, pushed down and out. Point for STMA.
That's definitely aggressive play there by Haugen. I mean, she did the only thing she really could do was try to just tip it over, and obviously was trying to go for the line and ended up out of bounds.
Waterman will go outside to Haugen. Behrens from the back row taking the ball from Cox, too strong and wide. Maple Grove at 20.
I do love that Barron takes this big swing on a lot of balls. We talked about it earlier. She gets a lot of like the junk balls that go to the pins. That again was not a perfect ball. Most players would probably free ball it over. I like that she takes swings on it. Maybe she should have, but hindsight. Oh, do we have a lineup question? No? Oh, new captain, sounds like.
2018 with McKinley Hartle serving. Ball to the middle, tapped over by Pilney. Haugen attacking. STMA picks that ball up. Hazelton off hands. Good play by Boltice back row. Connor all the way across, and a great block. Hazelton one up, and Schulte counters her on the other side and blocks it for Maple Grove.
That's a great reading. Huge skill in this game is just finding hitters. You see Schulte just get on her hitter, get up with her, and then, again, turn her into the court.
21-18. Connor to the middle. Pilney gets blocked. Hazelton, back row. Now Haugen will float one over and down for a point. Maple Grove getting contributions from a lot of different players tonight. And now 3 points away from winning the match at 22-18. Timeout for the Knights. You look at that last play.
I don't think that was Haugen's intention. It kind of was a little flat ball, more like a served ball versus a hit ball. But again, we've talked about a point's a point. It can be as ugly as you want it to be. If you score it, it's still in the record. That's still a kill on the stat sheet. So I think she'll take it either way. I will say it's really impressive to see Maple Grove getting quite a few blocks tonight. They don't have a lot of blocks on their season. You know, they're a decently tall team in a few positions, but they're not huge. They're not getting stuff blocks nonstop. So it's nice to see them getting up on the Knights' big hitters, because those are some big hitters. You know, when you're getting into the 5'11s, the 6'2s, like those are some big girls in front of you. And if you can get on them and get the right timing, that's all you need to do for getting good blocks.
Here's where these teams are in their conference. STMA second, tied with Buffalo behind unbeaten Wayzata in the Lake Conference. And Maple Grove and their side of the Northwest Suburban Conference behind Champlin Park, and Anoka is having a good season. Anoka
surprisingly
just
good,
swept Maple Grove last week.
Yeah.
Back out of the timeout. Maple Grove 22-18, 22-19. Big point on a kill from Pilney. Each of these teams with a tougher match yet to go this week. St. Michael-Albertville tomorrow night, home against Champlin Park, and Maple Grove home against Wayzata on Wednesday.
Oh.
Is that how
one I'd like to avoid
when they play Wayzata this year? Swing from the right side, and nice. Schulte gets the kill, got it off of Hazelton and down. 23-19. Olsen in and will serve here for Maple Grove. Good serve, and gets an ace. And now we're at match point. Wilson serves and it drops for an ace, and that does it. Maple Grove wins it in 3. Taking set 3, 25-19. STMA led very early in this third set. Joy fell behind, pulled back within 17-16 at that timeout, and Maple Grove settled themselves down, outscores the Knights 8-3 down the stretch to win.
Yeah, I would not have game planned this and expected this to happen. I think when you pointed out what the Maple Grove coaches talked to you about of playing strong defense and then just letting their hitters hit, I think that's kind of what they ended up doing. And whether it was, you know, the players really like latched onto that, or they just started doing it, the minute they started getting really good digs, really good first contacts, obviously it made a huge difference because they've got some really effective hitters. They just needed the passing. Where the beginning of the first set, you didn't see really great first contacts. They got ace quite a few times, but the minute they started digging and getting good passes, their confidence grew, and that definitely made them probably gel with who they had on the court.
A nice win for Coach Gray and his team as we look at what's coming up on CCX. Tomorrow night, volleyball from Armstrong's. Hopkins takes on Armstrong at the 7 p.m. First set start. And then Thursday, we'll be back up here in St. Michael for Maple Grove STMA football. Maple Grove riding a 4-game winning streak, coming in at 5-1 to take on the 3-3 Knights. And then next week, 2 more football games. Andover and Armstrong next Wednesday. And Anoka Wayzata football next Thursday. We'll have some section soccer in the next 9 days as well. So we'll be plenty busy here between now and the end of next week. But it'll be a lot of fun. Starting with tomorrow night. That will do it for our telecast tonight, though. And for Joy Johnston and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Maple Grove moves to 19-8 on the season. They get the sweep tonight of STMA.